Consider this clip from Benny Hinn and Myles Monroe.
The only creature that God gave authority in the earth legally to is a spirit in a dirt body. That means any spirit without a body is illegal on planet Earth. But here's the bigger statement. Even God himself is illegal on earth. Why? Because he is a spirit. And the law he set up by his own mouth was that only spirits with bodies can function on earth legally. That's why God could not interfere when Adam and Eve was, kind of deliberating on the fruit environment there in the book of Genesis. I mean, it bothered me. I'm sure it bothered you for years as a pastor. If God is so mighty, powerful, awesome, omnipotent, omniscient, why couldn't this mighty God who made 500 million planets and galaxies could not stop a skinny little woman from picking a fruit to destroy his whole program? I mean, come on, God, aren't you powerful? You can intervene, you can destroy the works of the devil, prevent the woman, and save humanity. But he couldn't. Not that he didn't, he couldn't.
God couldn't. Why couldn't he? Because he'd been kicked out of planet Earth. This from Benny Hinn and Myles Monroe.
Pastor, we get the mind of God about his will. We pray it. When we pray it, we give him legal right to perform it.
Yes. Let me define prayer for you in this show. Prayer is man giving God permission or license to interfere in earth's affairs. In other words, prayer is earthly license for heavenly interference.
That's incredible. That is incredible.
God could do nothing on earth. Nothing has God ever done on earth without a human giving him access.
So he's always looking for that somebody.
Always looking for a human to give him power, permission. In other words, God has the power, but you got the permission. God got the authority and the power, but you got the license. So even though God could do anything, he can only do what you permit him to do.
God can only do what we permit him to do. Dear friends, I would submit to you this morning that God can do whatever he jolly well wants to do. And I don't think he's all that interested in whether or not he has our permission to do it. Now, if God can only do what we permit him to do, who's really in control here? We are. You see, it is a very man-centered system. It is not theocentric. It is not centered on God. This gospel is absolutely centered on man. And any gospel that is centered on man rather than the person and the work of Jesus Christ is a different gospel. It's a different gospel. And dear friends, a different gospel does not save.